Let's dive right into this explainer and look at how dedicating just 5 minutes a week can literally grant you absolute financial superpowers. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're taking a really structured, incredibly effective look at protecting your hard-earned cash. We live in an era where digital transactions are effortless. And hey, that's great for convenience, but it also opens up whole new avenues for fraud and financial leaks. So we're going to transform how you view your bank alerts. We're taking them from an annoying buzz in your pocket and turning them into your own personalized, automated security team. To really understand why we're doing this, you've got to look at the staggering scale of the problem we're up against. According to Javelin Strategy and Research, a massive $56 billion, yes, billion with a B, was lost to identity theft in 2021 alone. Fraudsters are operating at an industrial scale now. They'll often test accounts with these tiny, barely noticeable charges before just draining them entirely. Relying on your end-of-the-month bank statement to catch these guys? Well, it's basically like checking your house for burglars a full month after they broke in. By then, it's just way too late. So, for our Safe Money Moves Monday routine, we're tackling a quick 5-minute checklist, reviewing your bank transactions, saved payment methods, unrecognized subscriptions, and account login activity. All right, let's jump into Section 1, Tracking Transactions and Balances. Setting up automated alerts basically gives you X-ray vision over your money, and you don't even have to manually log into your banking app a dozen times a day to do it. By activating these essential day-to-day alerts, you automatically track your money flow. A direct deposit notification tells you exactly when you've been paid, right? That takes all the guesswork out of budgeting. But honestly, the real lifesaver here is the low balance warning. Bank rate data actually shows the average overdraft charge is a painful $26.77 per transaction. So getting a quick text when your balance dips below, say, $50 means you can transfer funds or hold off on a purchase, entirely dodging those nasty fees. You're also going to want to set up alerts for large purchases and large ATM withdrawals just to make absolutely sure nobody is making massive moves with your money, except you. And this story brilliantly illustrates the power of having those real-time text alerts. This is from a real Reddit user who caught a physical card skimmer in the act. They had alerts set up for every single transaction. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they get 3 texts for $20 test charges at a local mall shoe store. Because that alert was instant, they called the store immediately and caught the scammer right at the register trying to buy gift cards. No way, right? This is exactly why you want your money talking to you in real time. Okay, let's look at a really fascinating strategy from personal finance expert Randy Parker. He calls this the superpower of ultimate searchability. If you set your transaction threshold to $0 and opt for email delivery, it turns your inbox into a perfectly searchable database. Think about it. If you need to return an item or check if an appliance is still under warranty, you don't need to log into 5 different credit card portals and hunt down the charge. You just search your email for Target or Best Buy and boom, every receipt, every date, perfectly indexed and ready to go. Moving right along to Section 2, Spotting Subscriptions and Logins. Now we're shifting gears from external threats to internal leaks. Because honestly, sometimes the biggest strain on your finances isn't a hacker halfway across the world. It's a forgotten free trial you signed up for 6 months ago. So let's unlock the superpower of mind-reading subscriptions. By enabling upcoming payment or payment due alerts, you give yourself the power to catch and cancel those forgotten streaming apps or fitness subscriptions right before they renew. If you get a ping that a yearly subscription is about to charge you $80 tomorrow and you haven't used it since last summer, well, you have the exact window of opportunity you need to hit cancel and keep your money. The absolute crucial point here is that a profile change alert is your very first line of defense against account takeovers. Listen to this. If a hacker gets your password, the absolute first thing they're going to do is change your phone number or email address on the account. Why? So you can't reset the password and lock them out. It's totally brilliant, but totally malicious. If you ever receive an alert that your contact info was updated and you didn't do it, you must contact your bank immediately. That is the ultimate red flag. Which brings us to Section 3, Curing Notification Fatigue. I know exactly what you're thinking. Let's just address the elephant in the room. Nobody wants their phone buzzing with a notification every 2 seconds while they're trying to work or hang out with family. But data from the tech firm Latinia shows that a massive 43%, so nearly half of all users, actually turn off their bank alerts entirely because they find the volume just way too excessive. And guys, this is incredibly dangerous. When you turn off all your alerts, you're flying completely blind. Fraudsters literally rely on this digital fatigue. In fact, excessive notifications are even weaponized by hackers in what's known as MFA fatigue attacks. They'll just spam you with login requests over and over, hoping you'll eventually just hit approve to make the buzzing stop. But you can easily beat notification fatigue by just customizing your thresholds. You don't need your phone to vibrate every single time you buy a $3 coffee. Instead, save your urgent push notifications or text messages strictly for large purchases. Say anything over $100 or any online transactions with a physical card isn't present. Then send the rest of the alerts, all those minor daily transactions, silently right to your email. This setup gives you total peace of mind without all the constant interruptions. Remember, you are in control of how your bank communicates with you. All right, on to Section 4, defending against the dark arts, or handling fake alerts. So once you actually rely on these alerts, you've got to be ready for the scammers who will try to imitate your bank. Fraudsters use three main methods to create a false sense of urgency. Phishing happens via email scams. Vishing is a phone scam where they might even spoof the caller ID so it actually looks like your bank is calling. And smishing happens through text messages. Their entire goal here is to trick you into panicking and handing over your personal data. They want you acting before you're thinking. So how do you actually tell the difference? Well, a real alert simply informs you of an event. It'll say a purchase of $50 was made at this store, and maybe ask you to reply yes or no if it was you. A fake alert, on the other hand, will always demand personal info. It'll claim your account is suspended and force you to click some shady link, or they'll ask for your PIN or even your social security number. Your bank will absolutely never ever ask for your password or PIN via text or email. If you're ever in doubt, just ignore the message, look at the back of your physical debit card, and call the official number printed right there. Fraud is so often caught by people who notice those small changes early. The sooner you spot suspicious activity, the faster you can protect your accounts. So my challenge to you is to grab your phone right now, open that banking app, and take absolute control of your financial data. Take those 5 minutes today, set up those low balance warnings, turn on those profile change alerts, and route those daily receipts to your email. Stay alert, stay informed, stay protected. So what will be the first alert you customize today to guarantee your financial peace of mind? Think about it, take action, and I'll see you in the next explainer.